Hey guys, so I wanted to do a little update on how I've been doing, because, the last video I posted was kind of an emotional one and wasn't really healthy thinking. So ever since that video, I felt so much better. It felt good just to get all of that negativity out of me. It had just been eating up inside. But I've been pushing myself hard with my workouts. I've been, watching what my family eats and everything. Hi, Chickle Pie. And, we've kind of calmed down a little bit since then. We all have bad days, I think, and I think that day was just a particularly bad day for me, and nothing was making it really better. Some days you just want to stop doing what you're doing. And that was kind of the day I was having. And like I said, I'm glad I got that video out. I'm glad I said those things. I'm not happy with the way I talked about myself because I need to respect myself more. I need to be better at not having negative self-talk, and body positivity is something that I always try to put into other people, but I never put it to myself, and I never really think about it for myself, but I always try to have other people feel good about themselves. And I need to start thinking of myself as well, and my family, and the way my son sees me is some, other way than I see myself. And my husband sees me as a beautiful person, and I need to see myself as that as well. I feel like if I share these moments, then I will completely understand, how I'm actually doing, and I'll be able to reevaluate myself with feelings that I'm having. I know you want to see this. Say hi. Can you say hi? That's the little monster that calls me Mom. Well, he doesn't call me anything, but, the way he sees himself when he gets older is going to be all determined on how I see myself and the way I speak about myself. And I think that that's something important that, everybody should be aware of, is how you talk about yourself or your significant other or your ex-significant other, affects the way our children are. And if they are raised to see themselves as a negative way, if they are raised to see themselves as not the way they're supposed to be, and not the way society is supposed to see them, and not as an individual, then they are going to grow up and hate themselves as much as, you're saying you hate yourself. And I think that that's something important, is that we need to not just physically be fit, we need to mentally be fit and be aware of what we're saying to one another, to ourselves, to our children, and to society in general. And we need to know, this is who I am. You either gotta accept it or just leave me alone, because I have to love myself before I love anybody else. And I think that that's something important as well, is that, sorry, I'm completely rambling, but I wanted to make sure that everybody knew I was okay, number one. But I got so many comments in my Instagram when I posted the video that, they were feeling the same exact way. And they were, they've been through that before, or something like that. And I loved getting those comments, and it was just it made me feel like, somebody else out there needed to hear that somebody else is suffering. But I think we also need to hear that we can't always think that way. We have to get it out of our system, and then we have to reevaluate how we're thinking, and love ourselves the way we are. I think that's something important. You can always work on what you have, but with what you have right now, that's what you're given. And some of you might not be religious. I am. I'm part of the LDS Church. I'm a Mormon. And something that I need to constantly remind myself is to love myself as my Heavenly Father loves me. Because He only sees me as His child. And if He sees me talking about myself that way, then, you know, He's not going to be so happy about it. He's going to be offended maybe. I don't know. But if I heard my child speaking that way about themselves, the way I spoke about myself in that last video, I would be, I wouldn't be disappointed. I'd be more upset as myself as a parent that I let them speak that way. And I just need to remember that I am a daughter of God, and I am, in His eyes, a special blessing. And I need to remind myself that constantly. And for everybody out there that does watch this, I know not a lot of people will, but whether you think you are or not, you're a beautiful person. Whether you're a parent or you're a fur parent, that's a thing, or you don't have any kids at all, or you're single, or you're planning to get married, whatever step in life you are at, whatever way you are, if you are a genuinely good person and you try to do what's best for yourself and others, then you are a beautiful person. And I think people need to hear that. You're a good mom, is what you are. You're a great mom. Even though you're frustrated today and you want to scream your head off at your kids, you are a great mom. If you're a dad and you just want to go see a movie or something, and you've been working hard and you just want to sit on the couch, but your wife is nagging you, your kids want you to play with you, go to the bathroom, take a couple minutes. You're a good dad for just taking a couple minutes for yourself. And then go out and play with your kids and help your wife, because she needs it too. You know, if you're a student struggling with school, I know how hard that is. And I know that sometimes you just want to stop. And I will tell you, stopping is the worst idea. You might not see the point in going to school and getting into debt for it, but if you're working your butt off, you can get scholarships. You can be the best you, no matter what you are going through. You can always be the best you, and you just got to think that way. And I need to think that way too. I don't want to be a hypocrite saying that you need to think this way. I'm not the most in shape mom. I'm not the most beauty guru. I don't always do my hair. I don't do my makeup, as you can see. I don't have the newest fashion things. But I have a son and a husband that loves me. And I am the best me that I can possibly be at this moment. So there's my rambling for today. I think I might do every other day, just for myself right now, just to remind myself, you know, this is how I was feeling this day in my journey to become what I want to be and my goal. And I think that it's great that I do this for myself and not just, you know, YouTube. It's for me. It's because I want to remember that time that I hated myself so much. I want to remember that so I can remind myself that I am a beautiful person. And I think it would be healthy for me. I don't journal well. I can't write things down that well. And I don't know how to articulate things into words very well. But I can say what I want to say. And I think this is the best way to do it. So I'm going to try and do this, not daily, but maybe twice a week or something. Or every other day. I don't know what I'll do, but I think that's the plan for now, is just to keep myself updated on how I'm feeling at this moment and how I can feel worse and I can feel better. But when it all comes to the end, I want to know that I'm a good person and I feel better once I get these feelings out. So I will see you guys, or see myself, in a couple days.